We're going to take a few minutes to go over your printing procedures. So when you're ready to print, you'll have three things on your table. You'll have your background, your printing plate, which will be on top of a messy mat or a piece of paper that can get messy. And then you'll have these extra papers that you can use when you are pressing your plate down. You can cover the back so your fingers don't get ink all over them. Now, next you want to make sure that the center of your printing plate is marked, because we want to keep that part of your plate in the center no matter where we're printing, to create that radial symmetry. When you're ready to print, or when it's your turn, you're going to bring your printing plate and messy mat over to the printing station. The first thing you're going to have to do is prepare your ink. There might already be some ink there, but you're always going to need to kind of refresh it. So you're going to scoop about this much ink on a popsicle stick and rub it onto the plate. Just drop it off in the middle. Popsicle stick goes back in the ink, and then you pick up your brayer. Your brayer is a tool for rolling out ink and then applying it onto your printing plate. Now, it's really important how this ink gets rolled out. You can see those long streaky lines kind of still in the middle. That means my ink is too thick and too blobby. I want it all rolled out thin and evenly. If it's thin enough, it should look evenly sparkly and kind of make an even crackling sound while it's being rolled. Now that means there's a nice thin layer of ink on my brayer that I can roll onto my printing plate. Now, when I was making this video, I was holding it with one hand and rolling out ink with the other. So you will actually be using a finger or two of your opposite hand to hold your printing plate in place, so you're not actually going to get as much ink all over the place as I am while I'm trying to do this with just one hand. You want to roll it out so that it is even and nice and dark, but not goopy. Once that's done, the brayer goes back in the ink. Your printing plate and messy mat come with you back to your table. You are going to take your plate and flip it so that that center part is lined up with the center of your paper in one of the four corners of your page. Once it touches, do not move it or it will smear. So it's in place. Now I'm going to take one of those extra messy papers to use to kind of press and rub my ink onto my paper. Press it even more than you think. Press it evenly, smooth out your hands. In this video, I'm pressing it super weird because I'm only able to use one hand. That's the motion you want to go for, that palm of your hand pressing across your plate, and then you pull it up and you should have your print in place. Now your messy mat, if that messy mat got super messy, you can put it to the side. Use this one that you just used to rub as your new background. When there's a spot available at the printing station, you can go back, reapply your ink, make sure you've got a nice thin layer on there to go and do your other four prints, making sure that that middle point stays in the middle. And when you finish, you'll end up with something like this. Have fun, printers.